Alright, first time I've really filmed this truck on the channel. This is a 1990 Chevy Silverado. Dually, clearly. It has a 454. This is my dad's old roping truck. He used to rope professionally. It's had a lot of rough miles. And, ooh, it smells good in here now with that midsummer night. It's got some rough miles on it. It's a 3-speed. As far as I understand, it's the strongest 3-speed you could get with this. I think you could also get a 4-speed. But, this one doesn't have that. But, what it does have is a gear vendor. So it's a 3-speed, but you can split it. Even though it's auto, yes I know. And I'm also missing a lug nut. Anyways, this has seen a lot of hard years recently because it's just been sitting for a long time. Let's see, what is the mileage? Yeah, 113. Has like no fucking miles on it. But trust me, that is a hard 113 miles. Used to have a, I couldn't tell you the exact type of trailer. It was like a 4-horse trailer or something like that, plus a camper on the rear. It's got a swivel hitch on it, in case you haven't seen one of these. It's got a huge frame that bolts to the frame. That's kind of cool. The actual hitch isn't on it because if it is, yeah, you can't walk around the rear of the truck because it sticks out so far. Got some lava rock in the back, pine needles, and an old battery, so yeah, we're all good. It is 4-wheel drive. I'm gonna need to get some tires for it. So these dualies haven't been changed in years. They hold pressure, but this one doesn't. This one's the problem child, and it just won't hold air for some reason. So, but I mean, it needs new tires anyways. These rear tires haven't been filled with air for, oh, I want to say 12 or so years, and they're still holding 50 psi. But that doesn't mean they aren't dry rotting, and they are. So I'll give you a quick start, and so you can see what she looks like and whatnot. Actually, I'll pop the hood here, maybe, if it wants to pop. And it is a Chevy, so you gotta be hard on it. Come on, you bitch. Okay, fine. Be that way. Try again. Alright, there we go. 454. I believe these models had 235 horsepower and 385 horsepower from the factory. Probably doesn't have that anymore. Got myself a new Napa battery. Has a new radiator, new fan clutch, and new thermostat, but it still has problems with the temperature, and I don't know what's causing that. It's got new spark plugs, new wires, no, the cap and rotor is the original. And it does miss, because the major problem with this truck is it needs a fuel pump. So what I'm doing right now is running all the old shit-tastic fuel out of it, and then I'll be able to replace that so I can drop the tank. Yep, let's go ahead and give her a start. Alrighty, keys in. Let's see if I can do it like that. There we go. Gotta give her a little throttle. Immediately you'll see one of the problems. Also, tape deck is stuck. It only plays morning. Also, the oil pressure gauge is broken. That seems to be reading recently, which it didn't used to. Still got some fuel in her. Battery's charging just fine. Sound is. I'm thinking about getting a better muffler for it. You know, I won't straight pipe it because, you know, I'd have to buy headers and whatnot, and And this is still going to be a work vehicle when I get it running, because it's one of the better tow vehicles we have because of the splitter and whatnot. But I think a better muffler would, you know, give it the throat she deserves. Yeah, let her warm up, and I guess I'll give you a couple revs. Here's show you one of the other problems is that got an exhaust leak on this side, and another one popped up on this side, so I gotta put some seals on the manifold. So even with the electrical fucking up like this, both power windows still work just fine, no issues. That one goes down a little strange, but besides that, works just fine. Power locks still work just fine. Lights still work. It's very dim in here at night, but besides that. And for whatever reason, the mice haven't really gotten in here, even though there's a bag of chips and some fucking jerky over there. But yeah, other than that, the electrical is kind of fucked, as you can tell. Alright, just in case you're curious how the splitter works, you have your normal shifter here, and then you have the button on the floor. So what you do is, if you have a really heavy load, you take the shifter, put it into first, bam, 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 and then on the floor, you hit it, now you're split. See how the auto drive turned off? I'm in split mode now. It would be split first. Now I'm driving for a little bit, probably go up to about 20 miles an hour and split. That'd be probably like 3,500 on the motor. And then hit the button again, and then it would put me in overdrive. See how the light came back on. And then if I really needed it, if it's super, super heavy, I would hit the button and then put it up into second. Now I'm in split second. Then, driving for a little bit, then I'd hit the button again, and then I'd be in second, and then if I needed it again, I would, before I shifted into third, hit the button, go up into third, split third, then hit it, then I'm in third. It doesn't give it an overdrive, so it's still direct in third gear, but it does give you 6 gears up to third gear. So, yes, as you would expect, mileage is absolutely fucking dog shit. Can you hear it missing? That's because it's not getting enough fuel. And now I'll show you from outside. This isn't the best positioning, but hopefully you'll be able to hear it. As far as I know, it doesn't burn any oil or anything like that, so the engine itself, mechanically, the transmission, the engine, the splitter, or it's a gear vendor if you're curious, they're all mechanically sound. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just the fuel delivery system and apparently this door have issues, and that's all, just that. And once I can figure out why it won't cool down, it'll be a good running truck again. It does have AC. I have to fix that. Well, that's right. Electrical in the cab. I have no fucking idea what happened to it. I think the mice chewed on something. But anyways, there you go. And this is the truck I have deemed Cowboy, because my dad used to rope with it.